you have to know that it can be, you know? There's so much room, you know? Like everybody should go for everything they want and take it, you know, everything that's given to you, you know? Um I'm not religious or anything, but like abundance and everything, the universe, whatever you want from it, it's yours, you know. If you want to pray for it, if you want to meditate on it, just realize that it's already whatever you need, whatever you desire, your name's on it. It's right, you know, it's within your reach. It might take a lot of work to get there, you know, but everything is within your reach, everything you want. Um, just be true, man. Be honest with yourself. You know what you're good at. You know what you're good at. So just fucking master your craft. Find your master key, you know, and just you'll get everything you want, man. You can have everything you want. It's all yours if you want it, if you work hard enough and you stay on your path, you know, you keep looking, moving forward. Um the law of attraction is like one of the easiest laws of the universe to understand. Um okay, it's not, but it's the most talked about law, but not a lot of people really understand how it works. Like you don't just like attract the things that you want. You have to be it, right? You you want love, you want happiness, you have to give it and you will get it back. That's the law of attraction. Everything you give, you will get back. And the more you keep giving, the more you get back, right? That's the law of growth. But you can't be miserable and spreading hate and everything and expect anybody to love you, right? People that spread hate, what do they get? They get hate, you know? I mean, you can make money spreading hate and spreading negativity, but your life, you're not gonna be happy, right? You want health, wealth, and happiness. And if you, you know, obtain any of those from negative actions, one of them's gonna be missing, or it'll all just disappear one day. Like if you go around like sowing seeds of negativity, um, they'll grow, you know, into full fucking trees, and then you'll have trees of negativity in your life, you know. I don't know how to explain that. Like you need to be true, honest, pure, um, and in return, you know, if what you give the universe, which is I call it the universe, but it's us. It's our human race. It's our being, um, our consciousness. We all evolve together, right? The same, you know what? You know we're so connected, um, in so many ways through the internet and social media, and we're connected by emotion, you know, and what separates us from like lower level creatures. We're like the highest creation, that God's made. And it's because of our consciousness, our emotions, and we have the ability to not just feel, but to think. And with thinking, we can create, and we can create the life that we want. We're so far from survival mode, but we can still have fear and doubt because we've evolved from a species that every day was just to survive to the next. And you've seen that thought used, if you go all the way back, right? We learned not just to reproduce and find shelter and hunt, but to live in communities where we benefited. Everybody had some sort of benefit, right? And we grew, you know, into bigger communities, into cities, industries, um, and everybody contributed something that benefited. And so now today in this world, like you we're so far away from that survival, you know, that there's no there's nothing really to fear. um I know I mentioned it to you earlier. The reason why I'm not like wearing a house around my neck, I have enough money that I'll never worry about money again. I've got houses, but I'm not gonna put one around my neck because I come from uh a place in my past where there are people who are looking for a quick come up. And that's a big loss if I was to do something like that. And you know, I don't, at this point of my career, of my being, um, I want to keep things as positive as possible. I don't want to have security because I want to wear all of my chains out in public. Not yet, at least. You know, I don't want people taking opportunities to come at me for this or that or whatever. You know, I just want to make my music. I want to make as much music as I can. I want to continue to grow myself as an artist and everything, and grow as a person, you know. Yeah, the blueprint's all laid out already. It's just time. It is when I'm finally there, then, maybe you'll see me with a house around my neck or, crazy shit. But right now, I don't feel it's necessary for my growth to have that. I have a lot of nice things, but I don't desire that, the jewelry yet. I forget what the fuck I was saying before. Yeah, so like we're all connected, as a species. That's what I mean when I say like for the universe and everything. Like it's just the universe to me is like our connection, everybody, the entire all human connection with the God, God out there, or the good, whatever. It's just our connection to the universe, and what we put out, that's what we're going to get. So like the law of attraction, a lot of people don't understand it because they think of it like, oh, if I just think about money all day long, then it's going to come to me. If I just look at pictures of money all day long, it's going to come to me. And it's not like that. They wonder why it doesn't work. Like, no matter what, money is an effect, right? Like, money is something that is exchanged for something. You can't just like vibrate and attract money to you. You have to give something to get that, right? Whether you have to um create a product, create an app, create music, whatever it is, you know, you have to use your mind, you have to think, you have to create, and you'll realize then that everything you want, you can have. You just have to find your key to unlock everything that the universe has for you. Find your purpose, make your path, keep walking, you know, don't stop, don't turn around, don't look down, don't look down at your feet, don't worry. As long as you're moving forward towards your purpose, everything else will come. As long as your purpose affects everybody positively, everybody has to win, right? If you want to have happiness and wealth. So whatever your dream was, whatever it is, whatever, that was your purpose, whatever your calling is, whatever the term is, you have to fulfill it. That's your one task in this lifetime, is to find that purpose in you and fulfill it, and you will have the health, the wealth, the love, everything you need. It all just comes as an effect of, you cause that to happen. You bring it into your life by giving something valuable. Money has like everything has value, right? We put a value on everything, and not just like money. We value friendship, we value love, we value connection, we value. So you have to give things of value to get things of value, whether that's giving love to get love, you know, real love, honest, true, like pure intentions towards people, you know. I mean, the way to like explain the law of attraction is like smile and you'll start to feel happy, right? Smile at another person, and when they smile back, it makes you feel even happier. Try fucking smiling at everybody you can for a whole day, and you can't tell me that you're not happy. You can't go chasing love, you can't chase money, you can't chase anything, because when you chase something, you're telling your mind that it's not yours, that you don't already have it, that you don't, maybe you don't think you deserve it, but you shouldn't be chasing anything in your life. Don't chase your dreams either, because if you're chasing your dream, you're making it something like you can't achieve. Think, create, like the same way that an architect draws the blueprint for a building and he sees it, or like the way the architect draws a blueprint for a ship, and then when he builds it, it doesn't sink. Your purpose and your plan needs a blueprint. Your life needs a blueprint. And when you can see that blueprint and create that clearly enough, you have whatever it is you desire. I love to talk about the law of attraction in people because like I was trying to understand it for so long and I finally get it now. So like I can like reword it. You have to have faith that you have to know that you can achieve it first. You have to know that whatever you want is already yours. You, and you just have to take the steps towards it to go and get it for yourself. Just keep moving towards it. Like say you want to fucking learn a skateboard or be the best skateboarder, but you're you get on that skateboard and you're so scared of falling. So you're constantly looking down. And then what fucking happens? Right? You're so worried, you're so focused on not falling down that you keep looking down at your feet. You end up falling down, right? You have to, like, let's just be in it, look forward, feel it, and just go without fear, you know, get on the skateboard, don't look down, just keep looking forward, and you'll see the path in front of you, you know? And it's the same way with whatever you want in life. Just keep looking forward, and the path will show itself. If you're snowboarding down a mountain and you're constantly worried you're going to hit a tree, right? You're looking at everything else. You're not looking at the path. If you just looked at the path, of snow, you didn't see the trees, you wouldn't hit a single fucking tree. But because all you can do is look at the trees and think about not hitting the trees, you're gonna fucking hit a tree. When you have a goal, you can't stop and fear everything that might be in your way or that could possibly get in your way. Don't let it get in your way. There's paths around everything, right? You have a grass growing on the side of the street or whatever. If left untouched, it'll continue to grow and grow and grow, right? So your idea or your ideal or whatever you have to offer the universe, it starts as a seed, right? You plant that seed, that idea, that thought, that you plant the seed in your head, and just know that once you plant it, as long as you give it what it needs to sprout, if you're constantly like worrying about it, digging up the dirt to see, oh, did my seed, it'll never sprout. You just have to have faith to know that that seed that you plant, as long as you water it, you take the steps to nourish, like, watering the seed is equal to like positive thinking about your goals, right? So like you got goals, you have a picture in mind of what exactly you want to be, and you can only feed it positivity, right? So that's the water for the seed. You give that seed anything else, and you run the risk of killing it, right? You let anybody else step on it or poison it, that dream will die, right? Don't let anybody kick up the dirt. Don't let anybody poison it. Don't let anybody, and the poison is like people telling you can't do it, people that giving you doubt, or your own poison thoughts and doubts and everything. So you have to know that you can do anything that you could think of, and you have to continuously feed it positivity. Your dreams, you are whatever takes up the most of your mental capacity in a day. Like if you spend all day, browsing through the internet or watching TV and whatever, then you spend like 10 minutes thinking about the dream life you want, or 10 minutes thinking about the money you're going to have, and you do that every day, you're not going to have shit. You're going to have a lot of fucking funny quotes from shows or whatever. You're going to be able to talk about TV like to anybody else that watches TV. Or if your mind is full of doubt and worry, it'll be expressed in your life. If you're so full of thoughts that like you can't do something, you'll do nothing. You have to be ready for your life to change if you want it to change. If you want wealth and love and respect and power, you can't be afraid of change because you're expecting change. If you don't have all the wealth, power, love that you want right now, doing what you're doing, you have to change. You have to grow. You have to evolve. You have to change the way you think. Your entire day. You have to change your whole life for your life to change. If I said I'm gonna put out 3 albums this year, but I spend 2 hours in the studio 3 days a week, and then the rest of the day or rest of the days I just think about the music and I think about my 3 albums, I won't have 3 albums, you know. But if I go in and I work and spend as much of my waking time work creating music, just just straight out doing it and not thinking about it, I will have 3 albums this year. Say, whatever it is. If I say I'm gonna build a house, I have the blueprint. The house gets built only when you are actively building it. So the same thing goes for anything you want in this life. Life that you want to build, it does nothing to think about it. You have to build it. You have to do the work. You have to do the work. You can't think about doing the work. Positivity, you want happiness. You can't think about all the ways that you're gonna find happiness. You can't have like these negative thoughts all day and then for 15 minutes practice happiness, because you are like a living example of what you think of most. If you think that the whole world is out to get you and that everybody's against you, and that's what your life will be. That's what it'll look like to you. Your energy, your vibration, your frequency, whatever it is, whatever term you want to give it, the universe only gives back what you give it. Just focus on your path. Take the steps every day. Walk the talk. All that self talk, all that thought, all that shit that you say you're going to do, all that life that you're going to create for yourself, the life you're going to have, that beautiful, awesome life. Just start doing it, start building it. It doesn't matter how old you are, if you know clearly what you envision your future to be, then it's not a matter of if you can have it, it's when, right? Everybody will tell you the more you work for something, the closer you are to getting it. Things happen, because we didn't have full clarity or understanding of how we are going to get there. Some things were blurry, so something happens and it like stops us for a moment. Some people quit, because they didn't like the outcome. You just have to know that there's a way through everything with your mind. It's all in your mind. Everything, the whole world, anything you want, it's all in your mind. The life that you have only exists in your mind. The life that you project, you know, is a projection of what you know as truth, and it's what you believe, right? Yeah. So, as far as the music goes, man, like, just know, like, I'm only getting better. I'm only evolving as a human, as an artist, as a creative thinker, everything. And I'm super stoked, for the next wave of music. I hope you air as much of this interview as possible. Um, thanks for, I thank you for coming out to me, and doing this shit. Um, I it's got nothing but positivity for you. I want you to have nothing but positivity for yourself. Yeah, man, we can grow together if like we can help each other grow. I guess I wanted to give one more example. So what I'm gonna compare your dream, your purpose in life to a tree. So you plant the seed, you water it, and then the roots start to come out, right? The roots take in the nutrients needed for growth, and the roots will extend and extend until that first stalk shoots up out of the ground and it makes it to the surface and it gets the sunlight. Now it can grow into a tree. It's no longer underground. It can take in everything it needs to grow from underground, from above ground, and it'll grow faster and bigger. Instead of that one branch coming out the ground with one leaf, now it's got multiple branches branching out, all with more leaves to collect more energy to continue to grow bigger and bigger. And so you have to do the same thing with your thoughts, with your dreams. You have to plant the seed. You have to expand your roots out. You have to, when you're underground, reach out, do everything you can so that you can break the surface. And from there, when you break the surface, you can reach out further. You keep growing. You find ways to gather more of what you need to make your dream come true, or the tree to grow, right? Have faith that as long as you keep growing, you'll get stronger and stronger, and it'll be harder and harder for anybody to come by and, stop your growth. When a tree, when you cut its branches off, it just grows taller, right? It grows taller so that you can't cut its branches anymore. Or if you start to cut the tree from the top, it grows outward, right? And you have to think of your dreams the same way. No matter where you find, opposition, or don't let anything stop you from your growth. If you can't grow up, grow out. If you can't grow out, grow up. And that's it. The entire universe lives by the one principle. You can cut the grass, it'll grow underground. You put a concrete sidewalk, it'll find ways to grow through and still get sunlight. It'll make its way through the cracks. It'll continue to grow its roots underneath the sidewalk. It'll come out the other side. Whatever you do, it'll continue to keep growing. And that's the same with you and your dreams. Anything that seems like an obstacle, you can make it through. There's no stopping you if you don't let anything stop you. As long as you don't poison your mind with thought that you can't continue. Once that poison comes in, the dream fades away and dies. And not just poison, but distraction. The day that you stop wanting to grow, or thinking about growing, or looking for ways to grow around things, it dies out. So continue to see everything that way. Pursue everything you want in this life in a way that nothing can stop you from achieving everything you want. Don't let any poisons like negative thoughts ever come in. Avoid poisonous people, avoid poisonous things. Don't think about hitting the tree. Stop looking at the trees, worrying you're gonna hit the tree. Just look at the path. Yeah, man. Sorry, I thought we were gonna talk about music and shit, but the music will talk for itself. I'm in a studio all fucking day. So to let my mind, give my mind some other stimulation was awesome. So I appreciate it. I wish we could have done this a little longer. Maybe we can continue this another time. But yeah, yeah, yeah. Right on.